Hey guys, it's Sally here from DNS, and I'm going to be doing a book review today, but I just want to wait just a minute so more people can join. But while I'm waiting for others to join, I'll just give you a little background on how I discovered this author. So, the author's name is AC Author. She's written a lot of books, and I've read pretty much all of them. It's been a fantastic journey watching her grow as an author. So, I the first book I ever picked up was Guarding His Body, and it's about a military vet who's a woman, and she works for her brother's security company, but she falls for the client. It's fantastic. I love that book. I'll reread it a million times. Even now, I'll still reread it. But so that book introduced me to the Donovans, which I'm going to be talking about one of the Donovan books today, which I didn't know that when I first read that book that it had the Donovan character in it, and I fell in love with that character, but I didn't know that it was more. So once I found that out, which was, I want to say, 2 years ago, when I was rereading Guarding His Body, I was like, huh, I wonder what happened to this guy. Does he have a book? So I started investigating, and I discovered that yes, there was a lot of Donovan books. So I started reading all of them and all of the family novellas attached to them. So now here I am on the Donovan Dynasty book number two, Rorik. And I wasn't disappointed. I hope you guys don't be disappointed. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and get started. um, you know the background on me and the author, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the excerpt from the book. Tragedy brought them together. Will evil keep them apart? Rorik, the Donovan Dynasty book number two. Denial and isolation. International businessman Rorik Donovan has just suffered the greatest loss of his life. After years of being the leader of his family, he had to walk away from them and his business while grappling with circumstances surrounding his mother's death. Returning to the English countryside was supposed to be therapeutic and restful. It wasn't meant to open his heart to love again, or to lead to clues about his mother's murderer. Acceptance. Tamika Rader has reached a stage in the grieving process where she's supposed to accept what happened and move on. But there are still too many questions to be answered about her father's death and the five-alarm fire. As an arson investigator, she's the best person to pursue the case, except that with every clue she uncovers, her mother slips deeper into depression, and Tamika fears she will lose her next. Rorik Donovan is charming and attentive, and the blistering passion that immediately erupts between them is the stuff that dreams are made of. But Tamika isn't used to dreaming of happiness. And when the past comes back to haunt them, Rorik and Tamika must prepare themselves for the deadly inferno that threatens to consume them all. So, I'll be honest. I thought that this book was going to be like every other romance novel and just easy to predict. However, around the end of chapter 4, beginning of chapter 5, oh my gosh, When I tell you, I was like, whoa, where did that come from? But it wasn't the kind of like, where did that come from? Like, oh, she just threw that in there. No. Oh my gosh. The way she articulates through her penmanship, it is fantastic. And I loved every minute of reading it. The beginning was a little slow because of the character development, which is normal in books because you have to develop the characters unless it's someone that you already knew about or there was already a brewing romance between the characters before in previous books. Which in this case, that's not the case. You knew of Auroric because of the other family novels, but you didn't know of Tamika, so you had to develop her character as well. And I actually love her character. She's a little firecracker. um, I said she's the firecracker that lit Rorik's fire. But it is was fantastic reading it. Every second of it. It was great. I actually have a list of things I wanted to talk about. So, the new characters in the book. So this is a family book and it's a lot of other books. So you're accustomed to some of the characters, but there's new characters and there's one in particular that's an FBI agent. I'm not saying any names. I'm not giving any details. All I know is he is my chocolate temptation, and I am looking forward to see where he goes. So, I don't know who he's gonna be with, but I like to play guessing game. I like to try to predict the next couple. So hopefully he gets with the person I think he's gonna get with. But I guess I'll have to wait to read the next book and find out. But the other characters who were mentioned previously in the other books, they're still interesting and still involved in their family. So I loved reading it. Um, Also, yeah, most of my notes are on the sexy new character. He's just engraved in my mind. But Rorik, the him and Tamika's relationship was hilarious. I loved it. It kind of reminded me and my husband's relationship and how we're very open and honest with each other, and how I bring that out in him because he's not really an open person. But me, I'm a Gemini to the core. So I'm very outgoing, but I'm also an introvert. So it depends on if you catch me in an outing and out and about setting. But I'm literally the life of the party. Other than that, you catch me in my house, I'm in my house. Leave me alone. But the book is fantastic. The relationship development between the two characters is not rushed. It's not like too like, ugh, that's unbelievable. That would never happen. It's none of that. It's she really did a good job developing the two characters and their relationship with each other. I'm not going to give any details specifically on what happens in the book because some people hate that. And I know a lot of people who hate that. And I'm not one of those people. I could literally read a book or not read a book. You can tell me, oh, this is what happened. This is what happened in the end. I can't believe that. And I'll still go and read the book for myself just because I want to be able to understand it for myself. Maybe that's not what happened, maybe I think of it in a totally different way than how you think it should have ended, or um so that's pretty much it as far as my review of the book goes. It's a great book. I'm actually thinking of doing a giveaway of the book because it's so great. I actually pre-ordered it, and I'm not disappointed. And I'm thinking about doing 5 free giveaways. It's free to you, not free to me. I'm gonna pay for it because I support Black. But yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's another thing that I wanted to get into. With this author, there is some cultural things that's in there, and I really appreciate it because, people expect for um, people of color not to be able to talk about things that happen in real life and stereotypes and stuff like that in their writing. But I appreciate that because it's happening, it's real. So why not write about it? But you don't get, um, you know, suffocated with all of the things that happen. It's not that much, it's subtle. So I like that about the book as well. It's really great. So, as far as the giveaway goes, I will be doing a giveaway. Whoever shares this the most, I'll be doing five, 5 books, giving away 5 books. So, and it will be Rourke. So you guys can read it, and then maybe I'll come back and talk about it later once you guys read it, and then I'll be able to get more in depth. So that's all, guys. I hope you enjoy my review. I hope it coerced you to go out and purchase the book for yourself or participate in my giveaway because I really do support AC authors' work, and I was not disappointed with this book. So, thank you guys for watching, and remember, do not skip. Bye.